Hey guys, my name is Devin Gage and I'm the owner of Gage Strength Training, and this is Your Questions Answered, where I answer all of the questions that we get asked here so that you can be fully informed and educated on everything that we do here at Gage. So let's get into it. All right, so the next question that we commonly get asked is, how do we run a middle school training session and what type of tools that we use, what exercises do we do? So I'm going to give you the template for every middle school session that we run. Our middle school program is very performance focused, so we're focusing on every aspect of speed and performance. So we start with a group warm-up where all the kids are doing dynamic warm-ups, skipping, jogging, stretching, everything to warm up their entire body. Then we go into our speed and agility. So we talk about technique for sprinting, we do jumping, landing, change of direction, so twisting and cutting, making sure that they're at no risk for injury doing those movements, and teaching them the mechanics for acceleration, deceleration, changing direction side to side. So we're really developing all facets of speed and agility. So we'll do that for about 20 minutes, and then we'll go into our strength training. Now, strength training can be misconstrued as heavy lifting. Now, everything that we do here is very age appropriate. So the younger athletes will be doing solely body weight exercises. So for example, if the exercise of the day is a squat, they will just be doing body weight squats, not using any weights, not exposing their body to anything extra until they have mastered that movement and they're doing it absolutely perfectly with perfect technique. Now, as the kids get older, 7th and 8th grade, going off to high school, we'll start adding a kettlebell. Now, that is the first piece of equipment that we'll really expose our youth athletes to. Now, the reason being is that kettlebells are the perfect tool for youth athletes because they allow them to do what are called self-limiting exercises. Now, what that means is everything that they do with a kettlebell is going to be limited by their ability to do it with perfect technique. So, for example, if they're holding a weight in their hands, the only load on their body is what their hands can hold, right? If the weight is too heavy, they're not going to be able to hold it and they're going to lose their grip. So to be honest, their body is way stronger than their hands, so they're never going to be exposed to anything more than they can hold in their grip. Now, for other exercises, like what we call goblet position exercises, we hold the kettlebell in the front of the body. So this is a much safer approach and perfect for youth athletes as opposed to loading the spine with a barbell. Now, the reason being is when you're holding a weight in front of your body and doing squats or lunges or anything of that fashion, if you do it without perfect technique or it's too heavy, you won't be able to maintain that position and you'll just kind of fall forward and the weight will be able to, fall safely to the ground. So it's a self-limiting exercise. They're only going to be able to do as much as their ability to do it with perfect technique. And that's why kettlebells are much safer than dropping a barbell across your back, which compresses your spine. And if it is too heavy, there's no safe way to kind of what they call bail on the barbell. It just kind of compresses you and you can get stuck and really injured if you're not doing it properly. So kettlebells are the first tool that our middle school athletes get exposed to. And again, as they get stronger, as they get older, we'll go heavier in kettlebells until they're using some of our heaviest kettlebells with perfect technique. Then they graduate to the barbell movements and some of the more advanced movements. So at the end of every session, we'll do that strength training for about 15, 20 minutes. And at the end, we work their endurance. So we want to improve their aerobic capacity, so their endurance on the field or in the court. So we'll do some drills to work their conditioning, keep their heart rates up, and really just finish really strong, get them sweating, get their heart racing, and finish with a high energy exercise. So that is essentially how we run a middle school session. Everything that we do in here is run by professional performance coaches. Our coaches have bachelor's degrees in exercise science. They've been doing this a long time, and everything is very age appropriate and coached by a professional. So that is how we run our middle school athlete program.